Hi, this is Kirsten, and this is my Week 3 summary. As usual, I started off by going over the objectives for this module. Then for the first assignment, we had to watch 2 videos about students in the classroom and statistics about the world today. The first video talked about how much students multitask every day. Multitasking is a great skill, but it becomes a negative aspect when students start doing other things in class, like going on Facebook and YouTube, instead of focusing on the lecture and taking notes. This is a sad but very commonly known fact. I mentioned in my response that some of my professors at ASU actually banned the use of laptops in their class for that very reason, and I actually saw a significant improvement in class participation as well as focus. Then we had to respond to the 4D humanity discussion from last week. We also got to choose our controversial debate topics this week, and I chose homeopathy is efficacious. So I'm very excited to do some more research on that. Next, we had the NEAT resource assignment, and this week was on programming. I decided to do my research on Charles Babbage. A Cambridge graduate, Babbage was very intellectual and habitually inventive. He designed a machine called the difference engine, which could make automatic calculations. Although he never completed the machine, he instead created the difference engine 2, which made his first design look obsolete. This analytical machinery is considered one of the greatest and elaborate devices ever designed with just a pen, paper, and imagination. For the next assignment, we learned about kinematics. Previously, I knew basic definitions about position, velocity, and acceleration from other classes that I took, but this week I was able to refresh my memory as well as use those aspects to create and interpret motion diagrams. I found that motion diagrams can relate and be applied to my life as a future physical therapist. I think the use of velocity, position, and acceleration can form a motion diagram depicting an athlete's injury. For example, a soccer player running toward the ball, being hit from the side, therefore putting too much force on his opposing knee and ankle, causing his ACL to tear and his ankle to sprain. This information is essential to a physical therapist in understanding the nature and details of the accident and injury in order to correctly diagnose and treat the patient. Lastly, we worked on chapters 8 through 10. This week in VPython, I was able to create an actual working video game. The coding is getting much more complicated, and it took a lot of tinkering and manipulating the code to get it right. I've never learned anything about programming before, and now from the knowledge I've gained thus far in this course, I'm able to create video games, which is pretty awesome. Here is what the video game looks like when you're actually playing it. Kind of addicting. Lastly, I just have some pictures from this week. I feel like I've already learned so much in such a short amount of time, so I'm really looking forward to the weeks to come.